Okay, here we are on the bottom of page 12, and we have, we're filling in the blanks and writing the perfect squares. So here's an example of one that's already done where they put this number here to make it a perfect square, x minus 1 altogether squared. You'll notice that this number right here is half of that number. So let's do it here. X squared minus 6x. We're going to try to make x minus 3 altogether squared, where 6 is double 3. So 3 squared is a 9, so add 9. So if you square this out, you'll get x squared minus 6x plus 9. Let's try it here. Half of 24 is 12, so we're going to be trying to make x plus 12 altogether squared. And if you square this out, you get x squared plus 12x, there's your 24x, plus 144, which is 12 times 12. So same thing happens over here. We have x squared. We're going to take half of that is 7 squared, so we're going to do plus 49, and that made x minus 7 altogether squared. Here we're going to take half of this guy, which is 3 halves. That makes it a little bit more interesting. So if we do this, we're going to get x squared plus 3 halves x plus 3 halves x. Those two added together will make a 3x, and then plus this guy squared, which is 9/4. Then the next one, half of that is 5. Squared is a 25, so that made x minus 5 altogether squared. Half of that guy is 7 halves squared is 49/4, which makes x plus 7 halves altogether squared. Half of this is a positive 1 squared is a positive 1, so this is x plus 1 altogether squared. Notice the similarity between number 8 and number 1, that the only thing that's different is that sign. Minus 2 goes with the minus 1. X squared minus 24x, half of negative 24 is negative 12. Squared is 144. Again, look at the correlation between number 9 and number 3, where this is a positive 24, that was a negative 24. We both add a positive 144 to the problem to make it a perfect square. So half of that is 9 halves, so we're going to have 81/4 is what we're going to add to that one, so it becomes x plus 9 halves squared. This next one, half of that is negative 1/2, squared is a 1/4, which will give us x minus 1/2 altogether squared. And then this one, half of that is 11 halves, squared is 121/4. So we get x plus 11 halves all squared. And that's the interesting thing. If you go ahead and do that and say, oh, let's square this out, you write the other binomial next to it and you go x squared plus 11 halves x plus 11 halves x. 11 halves plus 11 halves is 22 halves, which is your 11x. And then finally plus 11 halves times 11 halves, and you get 121/4. So half of this one's going to be a little bit tougher. This is 1/2 times 3/5. Half of 3/5 is 3/10. So we get x plus 3/10 is what we're trying to make here, altogether squared. So we have to add 9/100. Half of 7/6. Again, we take half of 7/6, and that would give us 7/12. Squared would be 49/144. X minus 7/12 altogether squared. Half of this is 3/8. Squared is 9/64. That's x plus 3/8 quantity squared. And then the final one, 13 divided by 2 is 13 halves. Squared would be 169/4. Aren't we glad we memorized 13 squared? So we get x plus 13 halves altogether squared.